Hi guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Brandon Palmer and today we are here with Scratch Golf Tips. We're going to be bringing you a two-part video series on putting from off the green. In today's video we're going to be talking about how to putt from off the green and when to putt from off the green. In the part two we're going to be talking about the same thing but with the chipping aspect. So one of my favorite sayings goes, putt when you can, chip when you can't putt, and pitch when you can't chip. So without further ado, let's get into it. Let's find out when we can find it's the best time to putt from off the green, and then we'll get into the how-tos. Let's go. All right guys, so first things first here, we want to determine the lie. So when I talk about determining the lie, when we're putting from off the green, most likely we're going to be doing so from the fringe, which is going to be a very low cut part of grass here. I'll show you a couple other situations here from the second cut, first cut of rough, but mostly we're going to be talking today about putting from the fringe. So now the first thing we want to see is the grain on our lie. So we're sitting up here nice, this is just on the fringe. Now we're going to be talking about the actual overall grain. So by grain we're talking about which way the grass is laying and how that's going to affect the ball. So here we go, we're going to rub my hand here, or we can even do it with our foot. So we're going to notice, you can see the grass pull up this way, meaning I'm going to be putting into the grain. Now when we go this way, the grass will lay down, meaning that's with the grain. So when you're putting into the grain, where the grass is pulling up, the ball will slow down and it's going to be slower. With the grain, it's faster, it's rolling on top of the grass. So now that we know it's down grain, or excuse me, into the grain on this putt, we know we have to hit it just a little bit harder. Now this grass is also a little bit longer than the grass on the green, so we have to hit it a little bit harder. One of the big things here that we don't want to do is hit steeply down on the back of this ball or really hit at it. If you need more power, make a longer backstroke, okay? So let's get into that first. We know we're into the grain a little bit here. Now all we're doing is we're looking to make a nice leg, a nice two putt from here. This is all about our gut feeling and situational. So in my gut, I know it's a pretty straightforward putt here. All I'm gonna do is get it closer to the hole. I don't need to pull out a wedge or a big flop shot here. So same thing, we're gonna set up nice and smooth. Longer backstroke. I've already done my homework. I know which way this is gonna break. It's gonna go left to right. Do my practice stroke, eyes up. Big thing when we're doing our practice strokes here, to have your eyes up, looking where you'd like the ball to go, so that we can kind of calibrate that in our mind. If we're looking right down here at the back of the ball and eyes are glued to the ball, our mind only calibrates the distance between our feet. So eyes up to our target here, long, smooth, long, smooth. The tempo I choose to use is 1001. We'll find that most on tour, 1001. Strike the ball on 1001. Gets a little longer backstroke for you. Let's see, let's just lag one down there, 1001. Good. All right, left that one a little bit short into the grain. One more time for you. Get behind it, go through my routine. You can see when we're looking down the line, this putter is just a great extension of my arms. I'm not super far away from it, creating another angle. I'm not too far over it to where the putter is going to move out and pull across. Ball is just on the inside of my eyes here. Putter's an extension of my arm. Got great tempo. In my gut feeling, that's the biggest thing from off the green here. My gut choice is to putt. If I was more comfortable with the wedge, we'll pull the wedge. But the big thing here about putting from off the green is this isn't for people who can't chip. We want you to be able to use wedges from around the green. We want you to be able to chip from anywhere, but this is a great weapon to have in your arsenal. So one more time here. Playing it just left. I know I'm into the grain, slightly downhill, then back uphill. 1001, 1001. Let's get this one a little closer. 1001. Ooh, very close. All right, let's check out some lies from the rough. All right guys, so here's the second part of our video, putting from more rough, a rough lie. So I'm gonna go ahead and give the ball a drop here on green side. This is a second cut of rough. We have a first cut of rough, a little bit of fringe, and then a little bit of a downhill here. So let's talk about the actual lie here. So we're in Southeast Florida. We've got a lot of gnarly grass here. For this shot, it's a slightly bit of an upslope. So anytime we have a slope, we generally want to match our body line, our shoulders to that, to then make the ball and our low point work with each other. We don't want to be working against each other. What I mean by that is here we have an upslope. My shoulders were this way. I don't want to hit down. I'm not really trying to pop into this ball. Like I said, we can't get really any feel from that, and we're not going to have any control. What we're going to want to do on this putt here, match our shoulders to this slope. So here's the slope, match our shoulders to that. Ball positions just left of center here. I'm going to focus on the same thing. 1001, 1001. So all I need is a bigger stroke here. The ball is sitting down, so sometimes this can give us a lot of trouble with a wedge. We could lean back and blade it, we could hit down and skull it. There's a lot of things. So we want to gain some confidence with this putter, right? So same thing, we're going to set up a little longer backstroke. It's going to come out nice and clean. It's a little bit of a down slope. You can't see it, but it's a little bit of a down slope to the actual hole. So go ahead and try this first one here, 1001. Set my weight on my lead foot, shoulders match that slope, 1001, 1001. Oh, that came out really nice. Settle. Good, okay, let's try the next one. So it's all about our gut decision. If I come over here to my lie, and this is sitting down way too much, I may think of a couple other things. I may think of trying to get a hybrid on it, or I may have some confidence with my wedge that time. But like I said, you're gonna wanna be able to utilize your wedges and the putter from all parts around the green. So let's give this one more try. Match your shoulders to the slope, more backstroke than you think you may need, and just a nice smooth tempo, 1001, 1001. It's all in the gut decision. The only real way to get better at these is to try a bunch. Bring 5, 10 balls with you, throw them down in all different types of lies around the green, the rough, first cut, second cut, fringe, on the green, of course. We need to still know how to practice on the green. And then from there, move up to your wedges. Then you go pitching wedge, 9-iron, 8-iron, work with those. And then get up into your harder clubs to use the 58s, the 60s, you know, the flop shots. Everybody likes to hit those, but they're not really conducive to lowering our score. So let's get back to it. 1001, got my eyes up, 1001. Right to my target, 1001, make sure it gets through this cut, set the shoulders, 1001. Oh, that one's good. Hit it. All right, guys, and so there we have it for putting off the green. First things first, determine a lie. Then from there, it's all about the gut decision. Is it into the grain? Is it down grain? Is it sitting down? Is it sitting up? What type of grass is it? Of course, pick our landing zone. And from there, it's all about confidence in your gut decision. Have the putter in your hand, grab the wedge in your hand, feel it, do a couple practice strokes, see the turf to club reaction, see if it's gonna grab or if it's smooth. Luckily here we've got a little bit of crabgrass, so it's just kind of sliding through. Usually it grabs, but if I were to grab a wedge and hit down on it, that's when we use that leading edge, it'd dig, and I'd get stuck on this hill, probably pop it way over the green. With the putter here, we can just set up nice, 1001. It's all about simplifying our golf game. Get the putter in your hand more often than not, practice these lies and these shots from around the green, guaranteed to lower your scores. All right, guys, so there we have it. If you stayed with us this far, please go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe here on the Scratch Golf Tips YouTube. For me, if you guys would like to reach out to me personally for instruction or for some free tips, go ahead and do so on Instagram. It's going to be balance_performance, as well as my YouTube. That's going to be Brandon Palmer on YouTube. Catch me doing some cool product reviews and great course vlogs there. So a lot of good information going around both channels. All right, guys, thanks, and we'll catch you in the next one. Be sure to see part 2. That's going to be a bump and run talk. So we go from putting first, then chipping, then finally pitching into the lob and the flop shot. So we'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great afternoon.